Oh, I know so many people who've had World of Warcraft girlfriends. This is my personal opinion. A big important thing about interaction is that it's a two-way street and that both sides feel heard.
Right.
It's one thing to put your thoughts out there and your comments and even replying to people, but the sense of feeling like understood and heard and that someone actually cares about what you got to say, it's not the same as posting a tweet.
I agree with that.
Totally agree with posts are so filtered nowadays. It's a persona people put on typically. Yeah. You're not 200%.
I do totally agree that sometimes your online persona could seem a bit disingenuous. I mean, they probably are telling you the truth and what you think, but they may be packaged in certain ways, you know, that make it more acceptable.
But also, it's a lot of comparison. That's also loneliness.
Yeah.
You see, like, let's say you watch a lot of vloggers who have time and money and like beautiful friends. Yeah. And you're thinking like, why am I not like that? Why don't I have friends like that? You know, why aren't people paying attention to me? You know, so it's also self-comparison.
Yeah. You know what I also think? What? I agree with that. It's comparison as well. And I think another factor is that social media allows you to be anonymous, right?
Yeah.
And I think it gives you a lot of negativity due to the fact that you can be negative sometimes if your face isn't on it. Anyway, but yeah, I think it allows for more negativity too. Like you see all these negative comments on it.
I mean, at the same time, social media can bring people together, but...
Yeah, like I know a lot of friends that make friends through like, you know, Instagram or games even. People meet them randomly on an online game. They become friends, great friends. This happens a lot in like RPGs.
Yeah.
Like World of Warcraft. Sponsor me.
Oh, I know so many people who've had World of Warcraft girlfriends. I'm looking at someone. I'm looking at one person right now.
Damn, I was the kind of guy that was trying to get a girlfriend in MapleStory and it never worked out. My mom would never let me swipe that card to get the rings.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, you gotta get the rings and then you gotta propose, man. That's how it works.
That's so funny.
Back in the 5th grade.
Oh my gosh.
Good times, friends. Good times.
Play a J.
But yeah, moving on with that, with the article.
Yeah.
By 2004, she wrote, sociological research revealed that more than 25% of Americans had no one to confide in. They lacked a close friend with whom they felt comfortable sharing a personal problem. That's so true. I feel like especially my generation or our generation, we kind of grew up with media, right? And then we grew up with like technology and people started to become more distant. They wouldn't hang out as much. When we were younger, we were all still hanging out, like even in high school and stuff.
Dude, right? When the phone would get hot in your ear.
Yeah.
Because you're on the phone for like 3 hours with your friend whose number you've memorized. Or like if it wasn't a wireless, you'd be like stuck to the kitchen wall for 3 hours and your arm would hurt and you have to like switch over to the other side.
Yeah, and the mom would be like, "Put down the phone, I gotta call somebody."
Yeah.
Those times.
Like we get away with staggered conversation.
Yeah, and people, I think another thing that's causing
we sound
modern
so
loneliness.
old. Whatever.
I'm sorry, we're providing you
a new perspective.
New perspective.
Or old, I guess.
And past experiences. Yeah. Old perspective.
Yeah.
I'm almost 30. I'm 30 in Korea next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy that content? If you did, there is more. Please download the full podcast on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at HDIGH Studios. Don't forget to turn notifications on to hear and see all your favorite clips as fast as possible.